Okay, so welcome to today's talk. And as we speak, my new book on Sarcodes and Nosodes is published. And I want to talk to you about so many different types of nosodes and sarcodes. One of them I want to talk to you about, which I've written a lot about in the book, is tuberculinums. And I want to talk about different types of tuberculinums because typically we mainly think about the tuberculinum Kent and bacillinum Burnet. But there are many different types of tuberculinum that we can use in clinical practice with very good results. You can see here, I've already written about 26 different types of tuberculinum. Tuberculinum bacillinum, Cox lymph, tuberculinum aviare, tuberculinum serum of Joset's, allergene Joset's, and so on. I'll tell you about few tuberculinum that I use a lot. One of the important tuberculinum is Bacillinum testicum, which means this is from the tuberculosis happen in testes, and this is a remarkable remedy in obstinate cases of bedwetting. When you see children who are having bedwetting, um, think of this as a very important remedy. One of the important keynote which I've seen is aversion to bread and eggs in children. This is a keynote for Bacillinum testicum. Another very important remedy I'm going to talk to you about Tuberculinum avis. I've spoken a lot about this in few of my talks in India, in South India. And Tuberculinum avis is a complementary to antimony tart in clinical practice. Many cases where there's recurrent wheezing and breathlessness and recurrent urinary upper respiratory tract infections, and especially in children who are very restless, who also have recurrent ear infections. I've given tuberculinum avis with very good results. Another important keynote is that post fever the weakness remains is also very important. There is one more important remedy that I want to talk to you about is Tuberculinum residium. Well, this is a very important remedy for fibrous tissue and even for not just multiple sclerosis, but even a kind of Dupuytren's contracture. I've used this remedy very often. One last remedy of this tuberculinum, which I use a lot, is tuberculinum cox. This is a remedy very important for thyroid gland, and that's why in many thyroid pathologies, hypothyroidism, you can use this tuberculinum cox. Cox lymph is another type of tuberculinum. This remedy can be used very often for renal failures. Boric has written a lot about it. For strong family history of TB with renal failures, think about Cox lymph. So these are some lesser known tuberculinums. I've written about this a lot in my new book on materia medica of sarcodes and nosodes, and I hope you get hold of this, use it, apply it, and write back to me, my friends.